in, but I just don't do it. No makeup. She don't do it. That's my niece, by the way. So yeah, black and white and Abby. First secrets exposed. Now we're about to go run and get into the next subject, our fitness. Hey y'all, and here we are at the second part of our show, our fitness part. Okay, all I do is one exercise, and it's basic squats. 100 in the morning and 100 at night. And of course, my niece, she does it too, because we like two peas in a pie. So we're going to show you the basic way of how to do squats. Everybody should know how to do squats, but we're going to show you how we do our squats. And 100 in the day, 100 at night. For the weekend, we don't do it. On Saturday and Sunday, we don't do any squats. Because you know, if you don't know, you're supposed to give your body time to grow and let the squats kick in. Okay, so we're going to do 20 basic squats. Okay, you're going to put your hands out in front of you, and you want to dip. Whenever you dip, you're going to make sure your buttocks is going out as far as it can go. If you don't feel your butt poking out, you're not doing it right. Okay, so here we go. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And that's the basic squats that we do. For the people that used to doing basic squats and just want more of a challenge, I'm gonna do one of these squats. I don't do these. Okay? And this is the jump squat. Whew. So you just stand like this, feet apart, and you basically go like this first. But when you dip, you're gonna dip, stop, and jump, and return back to it, and jump. And you keep going like that. And it's way harder than a basic squat. But I don't do that. So, now that you know, she goofy. Now that you know the exercise I do, it's time for us to go sit down and have a smoothie and talk about some grown-up stuff. Okay? Hello everyone, and welcome back to the show. This is like my favorite part of the show because I get to sit down and I get to converse with other men and women off of a question that's ringing in a lot of women's head. How can do men know the difference between a woman and a thot? And I ask that question because I see a lot of my men friends on Facebook always complaining about, oh, 1 week the girl they was talking to was a lady and now they are a whore, which is a thot. It's just making me ask myself, do they even know the difference? So I went ahead and I talked to some of my Facebook friends and some of my followers from off of the trend to try to help you guys out and get you guys some answers so you can know the difference between a woman and a thot. So that's what we're going to get into. I'm going to go freshen up a little bit, and when I come back, we're going to get into that. Stay tuned. Hello guys, and welcome back to the show. Okay, so now we're about to get into some of the answers that some of my followers and Facebook friends had. If you guys wasn't tuning into me for the first part of the show, the question is, how can men tell the difference between a woman and a thot? Okay. My first Facebook friend that I asked the question to, Miss Renata Robinson, I asked her, what is the difference between a woman and a thot? How can a man tell? She said, Miss Renata Robinson, it's all about how you carry yourself. You can be a woman on point, but still be promiscuous. And for all y'all that don't know what promiscuous means, that means have, a lot of sex. At the same time, you could be labeled a thought based on your appearance and haven't touched as many men as the woman. I believe if you carry yourself well, only way a man will know is if you're upfront with it. Some may go on hearsay, but who's to say the source is reliable? So men, there you go. That's one of your answers right there. You can't go off of hearsay. You have to know the woman for yourself. Okay? My next Facebook friend that I went ahead and asked the question to is Miss Jeanette Sims. Got it good from on Facebook. I asked her the same question. How can a man know the difference between a woman and a thot? She said, a woman not going to wear anything too revealing. A thot going to show it all. A woman will really dress up for events. Thots walk around just to let everyone see her and seeks attention. I totally agree with Miss Jeanette. It's totally right. Wearing pajamas all to the grocery store like all the time. I mean, sometimes I have my lazy days too. But if that's like your everyday wardrobe and you just go around just any kind of way, who's to say that person might not be a thot? You know? Okay, all right. Let's get into it coming from a man's point of view. Okay? Coming from a man, Mr. Sean Petrie was asked the same question. He said, a woman respects herself, and you got thots who don't want to, who just won't give the punanti to everybody. That's like, so that's common sense true, of course. That, of course they want to give it to everybody. A woman will always respect herself. So there you go, fellas. A little hearsay, some answers to help you guys out. So hopefully you guys find the right woman, a real woman that's going to support you, that's going to hold you down, and that's not going to just thot do you in, you know? So my next scene when I come back, I'm going to call my future guest up, and we're going to hear from out of his own mouth how he feels and what do he go off to know the difference between a woman and a thot. So catch him whenever we come back. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Trend Show. We were right in the middle of our grown and sexy discussion, and the topic was, how can a man tell if the lady that they're dating is a woman or a thot? Previously on the show, I read out some answers from some of my Facebook friends and my followers off of the trend, and so now it's time for Yanni's conclusion answer. Basically, I feel that every man should just get to know the lady for who she is. I don't think you should go and judging her from off of what you heard, and I don't think it's good to judge her from her past either. So the best thing you could do is just get to know her for her. A thot can turn into, you know, a wife. It's not true. You can't turn a thot into, you know, a wife. A thot can turn into a wife. Wives turn into thots. You just never know. It's what that person wants to be. You know, how do they see their future to be? Okay, with that being said, I have some questions from some of my followers. Okay, and the first one is, who motivated me? I would have to give a lot of big props to my husband. My husband motivated me to do it because I was always shy. You know, what this person going to say, that person going to say, but I don't care anymore. So I would have to say my husband motivated me, and me afterwards. You know, what did I like most? What I liked most about it was basically seeing myself talk more. I liked most about the fact that I am giving advice and I'm hearing feedback from other people. So basically, we're helping all each other out. It's not just me. It's not just my team. We're all helping each other out by giving feedback. Who do you think is responsible for your success? Well, I would have to say, I mean, I'm here doing it, but I'm not as successful as I want to be now because I'm just starting off. But I would have to say, if I was to ever become to the success level that I would like to be, I would have to say God first, my husband, and my team. And this next question, that I think I'm gonna go ahead and skip because that's my privacy level. But please don't forget to tune in next week on May 15th The topics are the proper way for me to measure your measurements, your bust, your waist, your hips. A quick way to gain weight. I'm exposing another one of my secrets on a way that slim girls that want to get a little thicker can get more plump and gain weight quick. And also, my grown and sexy discussion topic is welfare. Is it okay or not? Do you agree with it or do you don't? So don't forget to tune in on May 15th. My name is Yanni. I'm signing out.